What's going on, everybody? This is your girl, Politically Diamond, coming to you on this beautiful Friday morning where it is cold outside. Okay, we've gotten through the first little cold snap. All right, this real cold weather. And see, this I hate, right? Because I'm from Florida. And it's only cold, like, you get a week of cold in Florida. It may get down to maybe 40 degrees. And baby, it feel like it's about to snow when it get down to 40 degrees in Florida. So moving to another state like Louisiana where it's cold from October forward, okay? When it started getting colder in January, February, it's like, what the hell? But we getting through it. We got one coming this weekend, but we gonna make it through it, child. But listen, we got some stuff to talk about. We got some stuff to talk about this morning, okay? And something that I am very proud to announce this morning. Don Lemon has been arrested. May the church say amen. Okay. Don Lemon is waking up right where he deserves to be, in a jail cell. Okay. Because see, Don thought he got off. Don thought he was gonna run in that church with them folk, knowing what them folk was gonna do. Okay? He thought that when they got in trouble and the shit started hitting the fan, that he was gonna say, "Oh, I'm a journalist. I was just doing journalistic work. I wasn't a part of it." What's going on, football? How you doing? That's what Don thought he was gonna do, because Don has skated so many times in so many different situations, okay, that he thought this was gonna be the same. But when those federal agents, the FBI, came and got him this morning, he fucked around and found out. Yes, he did. He fucked around and found out, because I have been saying this since that situation happened, okay? I'm from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I have been saying this since that situation happened with the church, that everybody that went in that church should be held as a terrorist attack, okay? They should be considered a terrorist, and that should be a terrorist attack, because you do not go in the house of the Lord and start that bullshit, okay? For this worldly stuff that's going on. I don't care what the news saying about the church. I don't care what the pastor doing. I don't care what the bishop doing. I don't care what none of them people doing, okay? The main point is, this is a house of worship. You do have some people that's there for the Lord, and you go there to be peaceful, okay? Now, we have heard of situations happening where people have went in these churches and killed people. You had the white boy that made friends with the black people at the church, all right? Thank you. He made friends. What's up, Francis? He made friends with the folk at the church. Them people took him in, and then he sat on that pew one Sunday and killed all them people. So from that day forward, I believe anybody that run up in a church should be held as a terrorist, and that act should be a terrorist attack. I hope they treat Don. I hope they make an example out of Don. Okay? Because Don, and look how the tables turn, right? This how you know it's all a play. What's up, Spritz? This how you know it's all a play. So Don and Nikki been going through it, right? People were signing petitions to get Nikki deported. Because a lot of people didn't know that she was from another country, was actually born there. We knew her family was from another country, but we didn't know that Nikki was born there, okay? We thought Nikki was like a U.S. citizen, like she was born here. But she wasn't. And she was here, however she was here, visa, work visa, whatever, okay? So people have been signing petitions for her to get deported, which we know that's not going to happen. She is a star, okay? Nikki know they're not going to deport her, but Nikki is playing. She's playing alone. That's why we saw her with Erica Kirk, okay? Erica Kirk and Donald Trump are like this, all right? Donald Trump knew Erica Kirk before any of us knew Erica Kirk, okay? Before Charlie even knew Erica Kirk, Donald Trump knew Erica Kirk, all right? So Nikki been with Erica Kirk. We've seen her with the heat that she's taking for being with Trump, where that's a whole nother subject itself, all right? Because to me, you can tell it's something deeper when it comes to her and Trump and this whole Trump is my favorite president. It's something deeper. Nikki does not believe that. Nikki's facial expression lets you know that she does not believe that. She looked very nervous. She looked at like it was an exchange for something. You do something for me, I do something for you. Okay? And that's what it looked like at this thing with Trump. Now, they was talking about deporting Nikki. Nikki was just, her $20 million mansion was just up for foreclosure. Dealing with her pedophile husband that hit Nikki's bodyguard when they was over in another country like a year or two ago. Her husband that caused a lot of problems, okay, hit the bodyguard. The bodyguard sued Nikki. Nikki didn't go through with the lawsuit. Now the house was about to be up for foreclosure. Fast forward, we see Nikki with Donald Trump, and then we hear that, no, after we saw her with Erica Kirk, her home was paid off. Who paid off this home? If Nikki couldn't pay it, who paid off her home that quick? Okay? That's what I want to know. So the house then got paid off. And then they started signing this petition to get Nikki deported. And then you turn on your TV or on your phone and you see her in this pimp mama long fur coat. Okay? I don't know who did Nikki wig, but I'm quite sure she could have got a better one than that. All the glue on the side, the makeup. It was no face tuning, so you can see the age in Nikki on this side. You know how we get that fat? But you can see right here. Right here, you can see the age on Nikki, okay? We saw her with Donald Trump. And then the next day we woke up and Nikki said she had a Trump card. I never even heard of a Trump card, all right? I didn't even know it was a gold card that you can get from Trump that will automatically give you immunity from being deported from back where you from. Now, what do you have to do to get one of these cards? Because Trump not just giving these cards out. It's not working like that. He is not just giving these cards out like that. All right? So, whatever Nikki had to do, and I'm quite sure it went beyond.
All the other drinks was flat.
Okay. My son got me Arizona, y'all. All the, give me one moment. Arizona be hitting. But what do you have to do to get one of these cards from Trump? I'm quite sure you have to do something, okay? And it's a little bit more than embarrassing yourself on TV saying that you endorse Donald Trump. Now, it works out for Donald Trump because he looked good. Donald Trump looked like a fat person at a buffet when they really hungry. He had the Birdman hand rub. You ever seen Martin, that pastor Leon Lonnie Love, when he be like this? He be like, Gina, see what I want, and God knows what I want. That's how Trump looked. Trump, we all know Trump loved the swirl. Don't get it twisted. Trump loves him some black women. Trump dated a black woman. All right. So when they be talking about their racist stuff, that Trump don't like black people, let's get this. Let's figure this. Trump hate all type people. He hate his people, your people, they people, all people. Okay. If he can't benefit from you, he hates you. But Trump has dated black women. So let's just put that out there. And that's what Trump was giving. Trump was giving that he bust Nikki down in the back. And he had the smile while Nikki was doing the walk of shame. Nikki was around all the men, right? All the white men. And let's just put this on the table. White men love black women. And then you got Nicki Minaj come in there with the long fingernails, the long hair, the fur coat. You seen how them white men was smiling? Them white men don't even be smiling with Erica Kirkin and stuff like that. But they had Nikki off in there. Baby, them white men was smiling from ear to ear. All they little fantasies. Because if you ever seen that type of stuff, you done seen them in Ku Klux Klan shirts with one woman gang banging them. The KKK gang bang. That's what they call it. KKK gang bang. Okay? And that's what they look like. And let's not sugarcoat this. We know those type of things go down. Okay? We know in the industry, politics is all about sex. You got your girl Erica Kurt talking about sex sales. Yeah, Erica said it. Sex sales. And this is the lady that's getting up there talking about the good Lord now. So if a lady that talk about the good Lord tell you sex sales, what you think going on there? You think they're not busting Erica down? Oh, Erica is being buzzed down 15 different ways. Believe that. Okay? And it was more than Charlie busting Erica down. And we gonna get into Erica. Because baby, some of the stuff that's coming out, honey. Them people are playing in our face. And let me tell you something. Charlie wasn't innocent. From what I'm starting to see, Charlie wasn't innocent. But let's just finish off Donald Trump and Nicki Minaj. Okay? No, we was talking about Don Lemon. It took me into Donald Trump and Lemon. Don Lemon, I hope they keep him in there. See, he go to magistrate court today. All right? And he's supposed to see a judge to see if he got a bond. I hope they put a federal hold on him. I want him to feel like these dudes in the hood that get caught up doing some stupid shit, and then they have a few warrants that they forgot about, and then when they go to jail, they think they're going to see the bond court, and they going to bond out, and they wind up getting a hold on them. That's what I want old Donnie girl to get, and I want them to set an example out of Don, because Don has been in many of situations. All right, what Don has skated through, he can't skate through this one. And we have all the proof. He gave us all the proof. He recorded all the proof, everything that we needed. He gave it. Okay? He knew about it before they went in because he said they was going to do something. He couldn't say everything that they was going to do. And he went in there with them. That should be trespassing. That should be any law where you go into, it should be kidnapping. They wouldn't let them people up out of there. Them people was trying to mind their business, okay? And they came in there and was harassing them people and was all in them people's face. That should be kidnapping and all type of stuff. Yes, it should. Nicki Minaj. Trump is saving her son, okay? But seeing that Nicki is married to a pedophile, Nicki's life ain't never gonna be good. You can't marry a man that you know raped a woman and is a registered sex offender, and you think your life gonna be good. Where Papa Bear at? Where Nicki's son at? They was talking about Nicki's son, and I don't think that's right what they was saying about Nicki's son. Who was that? That was Cardi B, child. Cardi B say Nicki's son don't talk. And we have never seen Papa Bear talk. Okay? And Papa Bear just as cute as he want to be. But we ain't never seen him talk. Cardi B say he non-verbal, honey. Cardi B say Papa Bear is autistic. And nothing wrong with autistic people because they can't help it. All right? They cannot help how God made them. Nicki. And see these stars, right? Because think about it, like Nicki was single all that time. And then she got with her husband and got pregnant immediately. And sometimes these stars be going to get these IVFs. They be going to get these birth things to make them pregnant. Oh, excuse me. And then that ain't how it's supposed to be. So sometimes their kids come out certain ways. And then they have things in their family that their kids come out certain ways, okay? And I'm not talking bad about the kid. We're just putting it all out there. Politically Diamond, I put it all out there whether you like it or not. Whether it sounds a little crazy or not, we gonna talk about it, okay? So Nicki getting what she deserved for marrying a pedophile that raped a woman. And then she went after that woman to silence that woman. No. So Nicki getting everything that she deserved. Trump can't save her from this embarrassment. All right? Now let's talk about Charlie Kirk. Let me wet my whistle to talk about this. I don't know what high fructose, what they call it, high fructose corn syrup that make your brain want you to keep drinking. But whatever, they put an extra punch in this shit. Cause baby, once you start drinking, you can't stop. That's why the can's so big for $1. But yeah, let's get into Charlie Kirk. So we all know what Charlie Kirk got going on. I ain't even got to go back. But we know it's been suspicious, right? And throughout this whole situation and investigation with Candace, I've seen other people say that they think Charlie is really still alive. And sometimes when you think about it, it's like, okay, we know what this world do. We know how it is. They will play in our face. All right. And when you look back at certain things, like that whole casket thing, those hands looked fake. Like, I never been to a white person's funeral. Okay. So I don't know if their skin look orange. I don't know. I'm quite sure they have to have their funerals quick because their skin to be blue, and they probably put on some makeup on their hands. But them hands looked fake, honey. Them hands looked rubbery, baby. Them hands did not look. And why we couldn't see Charlie's face? Why they only showed us the hands? And then they was talking about some type of escape door or something. They've been talking about a lot of stuff when it comes to Charlie, and Charlie might be alive. But just let's say Charlie is dead. Some of the stuff that I've been hearing, now Candace say Charlie was finding out about money, and he was wondering where money was going. I mean, where money was coming from. I don't really think Charlie was thinking about where money was coming from. I think Charlie was trying to figure out where money was going to. Like, why is money coming up missing, things like that. And now let's talk about the kids. The kids, we have not seen the kids. Don't talk about that man of God out of respect. Y'all, please. You might as well go to somebody else's page, honey. Because don't even come over here with that. Because, baby, over here on Politically Diamond Trigger TV, we talk about it all. You and the man of God can go somewhere else. That's what you can do. Anyways, those kids. Now, we seen pictures of Charlie, Erica, and those kids. And all the pictures of the kids are from the back. All the pictures of the kids, you can't see no face. And they kind of look fake. The kids look fake. It's always Charlie and her holding the kids, and the kids turn around looking the other way. And it just all... And now Erica's saying that she hid during her pregnancy, and she didn't want people to see her during her pregnancy. So it's no pregnancy pictures. Okay? These two people that were so into like God and being the traditional family and the woman and the man, it's no pregnancy pictures. They have like one video of her supposed to be in this when she's getting a C-section. She's had like an emergency C-section or something like that. Now I believe, and I wondered to myself, during this whole investigation, has Candace found out anything about Charlie that she may not have liked? Because I didn't know Charlie like that. I've learned about Charlie when he died. Some of the stuff Charlie was saying was like, okay, well, since you got killed, that's on you. Like, what you want us to care because of the things that you were saying. You was talking about how the black community is so bad and they kill each other and they shoot each other, and then your white friends kill you with the gun. How that work? Your whole career was based on other races hurting and killing each other, and then your own race hurt and kill you. Okay? Now, I believe that Charlie was into some stuff. I'm seeing reports now that they saying if those kids are fake, because mind you, they have access to a lot of kids from all these charities that Erica was involved in. They have access to all type of kids. And side note, I'm really starting to believe that Erica Kirk is one of those trafficked kids. Her mama that we see, how do we know that's her mama? Just because she got blonde hair and teeth like Erica. We don't know that's her mama. Okay? Erica way taller than her mama. How do we know that's her mama? I believe Erica is one of those trafficked kids that has been groomed and brainwashed since she was a little girl to to make her feel like, okay, this is my family, my mom, this is what I'm supposed to do, and she don't even know that that's not even her real mama. And we can't even say that that's far-fetched. Can't even say that. So if those kids were fake and Erica was never really pregnant, was Charlie in on this? Did Charlie know about this? Was Charlie working like a spy or something? Were they two spies working together on a project and they both was in on it, but Charlie got in too deep? Charlie started asking some questions because his people around him started backdooring him, because there's no honor among thieves. So when y'all doing bad business and sitting around at the table, just know you can't trust that person sitting across from you. So was Charlie doing bad things, getting money? Because Charlie money doubled. Charlie, the guy, who is this? Wolves and Finances. He is annihilating Erica Kurt and TPUSA with their own financial documents, with their own letters from their lawyers. He is annihilating them with proof. Okay? So Candace say he started asking about the money. And we know money gets you killed real quick. I think it's because they were spending it. It's been kind of spent like Charlie was wondering where his money was coming from, and maybe it was coming from Israel, and Charlie was turning his back on Israel. It was more, it's about the money. It's about some money. It's about something. It's more than, oh, Israel just want us to love Israel and want everybody to be Jews. No. It's something way deeper than that. We know this much when it's really this much, okay? I believe Charlie got in too deep. Charlie started running his mouth. Like they've been saying, Charlie was sending text messages to people talking about he was gonna die young and he felt like they was gonna kill him. You know why Charlie felt like they was gonna kill him? Because Charlie know all the other people they done killed. He know all the other wrongdoing that everybody done did. And what would make Charlie think they won't do it to him? Because Charlie probably been a part of other people getting hurt. And the people that hurt that person was people around them. So if I was around you and I sent people to hurt you, what would make me think that you do it to me? What? And that's what I think happened to Charlie. Charlie had been doing wrong things, started running his mouth, and then them same people he was doing dirt with turned on Charlie and killed Charlie. Okay? And Erica know all this. Erica knows they got stuff on her. I can guarantee it's a sex tape somewhere with Erica in the book. And I can guarantee it's a sex tape somewhere with Charlie getting pegged from the back. Because let's not act like it wasn't a transvestite came out showing receipts of Charlie spending $30,000 on his on she, whatever, OnlyFans. Let's not pretend like Grindr don't crash when they have these political events. Charlie Kirk Memorial Grindr crash. How the hell does a Grindr crash? Do you know what Grindr is? You may have heard of Grindr, but you don't understand Grindr until you get on Grindr. I had a gay person, an undercover gay person, a DL man tell me about Grindr. And when I downloaded Grindr and I saw what Grindr do, bitch, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I couldn't believe it was that easy. And see, the men had this stuff. Women don't have this stuff. I know somewhere right now that I used to work at where I live, where married men pay $7. They meet up, they watch porn together, and they screw on each other. Okay? They come in there in work uniforms. They come in there with their wedding rings on. They come in there with all that. And they are screwing each other. $7 entry free. Some people probably think I'm lying, but some people know I'm telling the truth. Okay? They know I'm telling the truth because they've been involved, or they heard about it, or they seen it. I ain't capping. All right? Charlie was involved in a lot. Charlie was involved in money and sex and maybe some drugs. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it for these people and make these people seem like they was angels, because they not. They not. Even some stuff about Candace Owens is questionable. Candace Owens was a video girl. She's in rap videos. Candace Owens used to wear like a hijab, whatever them things called that the Muslims wear. So Candace then went through a million phases her own self. She's just good at what she does. All right? So that's what I believe about Charlie. I believe Charlie got into something that he couldn't get out of, and they killed him if he's dead. Because it's this guy, something by a boat. Somebody I just discovered yesterday, he can look at different pictures of people and get different clues of where that person is at, track that place down, and he's able to figure out like where these people are at just by pictures. It's some crazy thing. And he was doing the Epstein thing. And he's saying that Epstein is still alive. And a lot of people believe that Epstein's still alive. Because how does Epstein get home in a jail cell? And how did these killers get inside a jail? Like, that's unbelievable. So we believe he's still alive. Well, I'm not going to say we. A lot of people still believe he's alive. I say it can go anyway. Any way that it can go, that's the way it could be. I can't say he dead. I can't say he alive. I give it all the benefit of the doubt. Okay? So who knows if Charlie's dead? I don't know. I would love to talk to Charlie's parents. That's who I would love to talk to. Because it's like, did they know something? Because it's coming out that Charlie went to a talented school. Candace Owens calls it an X-Men school. And if you ever watch X-Men, you know what type of schools they had in X-Men. So the mother came out and said that when Charlie was going to those schools, they wanted to give Charlie some type of medication. And the mother said no. And it's like, what type of medication did they want to give Charlie? And now we're hearing that different medications are turning people different ways. I even heard from, it's this guy, is it RL, JFK people, the guy that look like he do all the coke, that face be red. He says they're putting things in vapes that are turning people gay. Now, I heard of them doing an experiment with frogs, and the frogs was turning gay. So this is something, all right? But for them to be putting things in vapes that are turning kids gay, and let me tell you a story about this, right? So the other, like, couple weeks ago, me and my two sons went to the corner store. Now, one is 12, one is 14. So as we're going into the store, it's this white guy coming out the store. Now, the guy had them bought 2 vapes, and it must not have been the type of vape that he wanted, but he had already purchased it, so they wouldn't let him bring it back. They wouldn't let him exchange it. This motherfucker, he see us walking in, he goes to my 2 sons, this grown man goes to my 2 sons and say, "Hey, do y'all vape?" And he was about to get in the vape. And I'm like, even my sons is like, "That's crazy, Mom. He'll come to us in front of you, see us with an adult and ask us if we vape." I thought that was wild. I would never do that. I would never go to a kids that I see with their parents and be like, hey, do y'all vape? Do y'all smoke? Like, what the fuck? So if he'll do that to two kids that's with their parent, what you think he'll do when they not with their parent? That's just like these teachers that be getting caught giving the students liquor, having these house parties with their students, giving them liquor and drugs. Like in your mind, you would never do that, and you wouldn't think somebody else would do that, but they're out here doing it. You got all these teachers having sex with kids and things like that. So these people be doing things. But for them to be putting stuff in vapes, it's crazy. And you see what's going on with the state of men these days. They flamboyant, honey. They think they badder bitches than you. And that just don't work with me. But it's a lot going on. And then let's talk about Ray J. What's going on with Ray J? Ray J say his heart is beating at 25% and that he got a couple months left and he ain't gonna be in 2027. What's going on with that? Now, they say Ray J was in the hospital before with some heart problems, but Ray J is kind of young. Ray J, he is not old, and to be having, he say that most of his black is heart. I mean, most of his heart is black. That means it's dead. And that's crazy. And it's like he was in the hospital for pneumonia and heart failure. Now, who else went out due to pneumonia? Kim Porter. Who else around Diddy? A lot of them went out with pneumonia being around Diddy. When you start running your mouth, you wind up with pneumonia. I'll be sure. Luckily, he made it out, but look what he went through. All these people are coming down with pneumonia when they talk about Diddy. And Diddy is steady getting sued. It's like, it's to the point now, like, everybody just sue. Just get a piece of paper, write all their name down, do one big lawsuit. How much more? Diddy done took everybody booty. Diddy done fucked on everybody, gave everybody drugs. Like, it's crazy. Like, how much sex can you have? Sex is good, but it ain't that good. And Diddy just taking all type of booty. Like, nah. So, Ray J, whatever Ray J got going on, I don't know. But you know Brandy, they say Brandy sacrificed that lady that she killed in that car crash. Did she sacrifice her? Because Brandy still been gone. Brandy been on the Boy Is Mine tour. Brandy been doing all type of stuff. And they say Brandy and Ray J had something to do with Whitney Houston dying. I want to know what was on that piece of paper, that note that Whitney Houston gave Brandy the night before she died. That's what I want to know. What was on that piece of paper? What did Whitney tell Brandy? Okay? And then she was dead the next day. It's something suspicious. It's all suspicious. It's so much stuff going on in the world right now that is so suspicious. You gotta have your own life and do your own thing, make your own happiness or whatever. Okay? You know who you tell to shut up? Tell your mama to shut up. Because your mama run a goddamn trap. Tell her to stick something big and wide in it and shut her ass up. As a matter of fact, you shut your ass up too. How about that? Anyways, yeah, child. So yeah, it's a lot going on. Let me see, what else going on? We got all type of stuff going on. Now, this report that I reported on the other day about the lady, Tara Arnold, that plane went down with her and her friends, and her husband is a high-profile lawyer over there in Texas that got some political scams that he's involved in right now. And he's a lawyer, she's a lawyer, but he specializes in aviation disasters. Like planes falling out. Who's not a lawyer? Come on, because I do my research, baby. Who's not a lawyer? But plane falling out the sky, yeah. And guess what? Not only was his wife on the plane, it was other lawyers' wives on the plane. And these people are taking money, secret money, and they funding the Republicans and stuff over there to stop them from putting through litigation reform, lawsuit reform, putting a cap on how much money they making from these lawsuits. And guess what? Him and his partner are two of the biggest lawyers in Texas. that's making the most money. Okay? Making the most money. You a lawyer? Okay. Anyways, so yeah, it's her and some other people, and it's some on Daily Mail. See, I ain't paid Daily Mail's little fee to get, because now they want you to pay for some. If you, it's certain articles you gotta pay to read. I ain't doing all that. But I saw a headline about some strange reason they was on that plane. All right, so I didn't read it, but I'm quite sure it's gonna come up. But it's all strange. How your husband, that's right now being investigated, and articles are being wrote up about him and his partner forming, forming, forming like, what's these things? Organizations, forming organizations, using the money from the law firm to fund that organization, and then taking that money and giving it to people that's like part of legislation and stuff, people that's in charge of like changing laws and stuff. That's suspicious already. There are articles actively being put out about him, okay? So and now his wife is dead from a plane crash. And there's a lawyer that specializes in aviation disasters. Why would you let your wife go on a jet in the weather that it is, in ice and snow? Why? You should say, babe, I'm an expert at this. Please don't do it. I have dealt with so many cases of plane disasters when people go out in bad weather and die. We learned from Kobe them. Even though later on we heard that the pilot was on crack. Hold on. All right, Sun and clear sky. Yes, that's the only way you should travel, by plane or helicopter. Okay, I'm not getting in there. We didn't learn from Kobe and his daughter. Like, imagine being in a plane that's going down, a helicopter that's going down. I'm not gonna do it. I'm just not gonna do it. And especially if I litigate these type of things. So I'm waiting. I'm waiting to see what else comes out on this situation, because I'm quite sure it all is more coming out, and it's just crazy because most of these people that I'm talking about, most of them have ties with the military. Most of them are in politics. It's like it's all. I'm really seeing this. I'm really seeing what's going on. Like, they're all just into the same things. That's why I started looking into the lady with the plane. Just this one simple article. Lawyer, high profile lawyer in a plane with friends going to a girls' day. Plane plane blows up. Okay. But then when I started reading that she's a lawyer that litigates oil rig explosions. Wait a minute. Oil? That was all I needed to know. And then as I started looking up people and her husband, then we started getting into military. We started getting into money situations that ain't right. Then I get into articles about other people talking about the money situations and what's going on. They're all connected. They're all connected, from the high to the low, from the big to the small. They're all connected. Okay? So all these people are playing in our face. I'm really starting to believe in like these crisis actors. I'm really believing that a lot of this stuff is staged. I'm really believing that a lot of these school shootings, I think these people are put up and to do this stuff for a reason. Just like I don't even know his name. off head like that. The guy that used to play on All in the Family with Archie Bunker, the one that him and his wife just got killed by the son. The son in court say he feels like he's been set up. Okay? And I can't even say he tripping because I believe that they are doing things to certain people. They're giving them drugs. They could be using X-ray or radiation to, mess with a person's mind. And then the family just think this person is schizophrenic or got drug problems when it's really the government and other people controlling them. And then they wind up killing their people. And then in the end, they be like, I don't know what happened. I don't know who did it. I didn't do it. And they don't even know they're being controlled. I really believe a lot of people are being controlled, okay? Giving them non-drugs. Yes, other stuff. Stuff that they think. Just like, look at P. Diddy and his baby oil. When they first raided P. Diddy and they got all that baby oil, they told us it was stuff in that baby oil to make people black out. They told us that. And then they came back and say, no, it was just baby oil. It was that he just likes to slip and slide. It was nothing more to it. And then as we keep hearing the details of these different lawsuits, the victim always say, oh, he gave me a drink. I started feeling woozy. And then he started just dousing me in baby oil. Why is he dousing you in baby oil? Because it's stuff in the baby oil. Gene Deal let us know it wasn't stuff in the liquor. It was stuff in the juice that they was putting in the liquor. So people that be like, you know what, I'm not gonna drink that liquor, or I'm gonna only drink a little bit, and then they drink a little bit, and then they feeling woozy. They think it's the alcohol. No, it's the juice. That shows how sick a person's mind is. Because most people, they doing that on the low level, they're going to be like, you know what, let me spike the alcohol. So they can just blame it on the alcohol. It takes a certain type of psychopath, narcissist, to be like, you know what, let me spike the chaser. So what about the person that just wants some juice, don't even want no liquor, they get some juice, and now they passed out. They don't know what happened. And nobody believed them. And then after that, they see videos of themselves. Like, imagine that. That's horrible. I couldn't even imagine not knowing that I'm on video. So it's a lot. What's that mean? Thank you. What about it? Side note, is there anybody in this chat that love to like be in like lower light? Like, I just need one little light. I got the light on the stove right here. Then my kids, especially my man, they wake up, they turn on all the lights, and it's like I feel like a vampire. Like, I'm like, oh my god, I'm about to melt. I hate light. I think I'm autistic, and I ain't even lying. I think I got a little bit of ADHD, a little bit of something, because I do not like light or loud noises. I can't see that light just went off. Now I'm back. Now I'm back to where I want to be and where I feel good. Soon somebody come and turn one light on, turn one extra light on, and I'm gonna spaz out. But yeah, anyways, child, it's a lot going on with that. A lot going on with that. What else going on? I gotta think about what else going on. Let me take me a little couple-minute break, and I'm gonna be right back to y'all, honey. Okay, I'll be right back. We're gonna finish talking. All right. I got a few more topics that I want to talk about, and then we're gonna wrap it up. So let's talk about Melania. Melania, oh, what's up, big boss? I didn't even see you. Dang. Let's talk about Melania. So Melania, she has a movie coming out. Yeah, she got some type of movie about her life coming out, and it sold one ticket. Or she got some type of press conference she going on, or meet and greet or something, and it sold one ticket. Who the hell want to see Melania? We can barely understand what the hell Melania is saying. We've been knowing her a long time. Only thing we know what Melania talking about is when she talking with her coochie. When she on the Air Force One plane, butt naked in a pair of heels and a fur throw, whatever they call them shits, that's the only time we can understand what she's talking about. Okay? So for Melania to sell one ticket, that don't surprise me. We don't care about her. Now, if that was Michelle Obama, all the tickets would have been sold out. Okay? They gonna go see old Michael. I mean Michelle. I'm sorry. Not Michael, but Michelle. We ain't seen no pictures of Michelle pregnant neither, honey. And they talking about Michelle is a man just like Brigitte Macron. That's what I really want to find out. Who who else undercover men out here? Because if Brigitte is a man and Michelle is Michael, who else? It was somebody who I just saw. It was some celebrity, Todd Bridges, from Different Strokes. Did you see his wife? His wife, you know what? Let me talk about Melania. Melania sold one ticket, and I believe it. I don't know what they thought that they was gonna sell out. And is Melania a spy? Oh yeah, that's what I want to talk about too. Let's talk about Barron Trump while we talking about Melania, honey. Because I reported on a story about Barron Trump, so-called saving this girl's life that was in another country because he was talking to her on the phone, and her boyfriend came in and her boyfriend started beating her ass, and some type of way he called 911, or that country is 999. And I said something was suspicious because we not gonna just give Barron Trump that we ain't never heard him say nothing. We thought he had Down syndrome because we don't know if he could talk, see, we know he can walk. We know that. And that's about it. And we know he Trump's son. Okay? New details that came out that I think is a little suspicious, and it goes way deeper. Come to find out, this girl is from Russia. Now, if you watch the news, or even if you've been tuned into this show, Trigger TV, I talked about the U.S. allies and enemies the other night. And Russia is our biggest enemy. Putin want to blow us off the map. Believe that. So when I heard that the girl was Russian, I said, what Barron doing talking to a Russian gal? Do Trump know that he in his room talking to a Russian girl? And is Barron a spy? Has Barron been groomed to be a U.S. spy? Okay? Because now the official story is that Barron met this girl online. First off, she's in another country. They have big time difference. So when Barron be calling the girl when it be daytime over here, it be nighttime over there, and vice versa. So Barron be calling at odd times. Now the girl boyfriend be over there when Barron be calling. All right. The dude say Barron. Now the dude say all this in court. The dude say Barron was harassing the girl. Just keep calling and calling. And he say he felt bad for Barron because he felt like the girl was using Barron. Okay, was leading Barron on. So Barron called the girl. The boyfriend came in. Barron said the boyfriend grabbed her put her on the camera, grabbed her by the hair, started whooping on her. When she was on the ground, he kicked her, bam, just like we seen all this pretty guy. What's his name? Alex Purdy, just like we seen Alex Purdy lift his goddamn foot off that ground and kick that light out them FBI ICE agent's truck. Is the same way her boyfriend kicked her when she was on the ground, okay? Because he was mad. So they done arrested the dude. And it's like, why is Barron talking to a girl over there in Russia? is her and this is the kicker, right? The boyfriend, his father is a rich tycoon from Russia. He's into winery or something. It's something like that he's into, but he also has military background. Okay. They say Barron figured out a way to call over there. How the hell do you call Russia? I know it's the White House and stuff, but when you think that they got Russia blocked at the White House, I don't think so. Okay, Barron called 999 and told them that a girl that he got a call from was getting beat up. But they say Barron called her. And one thing I didn't learn, when they start telling you different stories, you need to come up with your own information, your own conclusion. What I tell y'all, y'all are scientists. Okay? You come up with your hypothesis, you do some research, and then you come up with your conclusion. Because if they ain't telling you all the same thing, all one thing, and a lot of times that one thing that they tell you is bullshit. So definitely when they start telling you more than one thing, okay, you really got to look into it. So is it she called him and he called her? Which one is it? To me, the boyfriend sound like he most straight up. He like, listen, I ain't like what was going on. He was calling my old lady, and then I'm looking at her sideways because I feel like she leading him on and she leading me on, and I lost my tip. That sounds like, because I just don't understand. And when you look at this boy picture, he looked like a Russian soldier. So, okay, now that we have this all out, is that like a U.S. compromise? Is this something that the FBI, all of them have to look into, the Pentagon? Because the president's son cannot be calling a girl over in Russia. It just don't work like that. Let me call somebody in Russia right now and see if the FBI, CIA, and all of them don't be at my goddamn door. Okay? So why is Barron Trump able to call Russia? First off, when I first saw the story and they started painting him as a hero, I say, no, I know better than this. I know better than this. Okay. How do we know Melania is not? Where's Melania from? Ain't she like Russian or Ukraine or something like that? She ain't from America. How do we know she's not a spy? Because if we ain't learned nothing, we learned that they are down for the long run when it comes to these situations and these spies. Look at Erica Kirk. She was in it for the long run. Okay? So it's like, I don't put it past, they have grown Barron. He's tall. He got that military look. Yeah, they're going to put him out there. And now I read, they say Barron's a ladies' man. What? What are you talking about? Yeah, he tall and stuff. And he might, but to me, he gives weird vibes to me. He gives psychotic, serial something. I won't say serial murder. Serial something. Okay? That's what he gives me. And his daddy is Donald Trump. You think he can't, like, vouch for him when he get in trouble? He is the ultimate, do you know who my dad is person. If Donald Trump was my daddy, bitch, everything, every time. If I go to McDonald's and they take too long with my number 4, I'll be, do you know who my daddy is? Let me call my daddy. I've been at this window for 3 minutes, okay? And this is nothing but a quarter pounder that I ordered. Let me call my daddy. And I will have a Secret Service at McDonald's within the next 30 minutes. Okay? The Secret Service will be at McDonald's before I even get my food. Before the... Trust me. So, yeah. But let's talk about... What's her name? I'm going to just say her last name. Omar. Ehan, whatever her name is. Good morning, baby. And the guy that squirted the apple cider vinegar on her. First off, the whole situation is weird, all right? Because if I'm up there doing a speech or whatever, and somebody comes spray something on me, Did you see what she do? She ran towards him with her fist up like she was gonna hit him. We would have beat his ass in that motherfucker. Yes, we would have. We would have, dog. I would have been calling all my little cousins or whoever. We would have beat his ass. And then I'm going to get checked out because you don't know what that is. You don't know what that was he sprayed her with. That could be some type, because they said it had a strong odor. That could have been some type of poison that seeks into your system. Okay? So that's a little situation because she didn't go to the hospital, and now his ex-wife is coming out and say she divorced him and she can't do it with him. She can't do it with him. Let's talk about Rihanna. They're saying Rihanna is pregnant with her fourth child, and I don't give a damn. Ryan Seacrest. Ryan Seacrest. Listen, they need to stop with this Ozempic stuff. Do you see what's her name? Kelly Osbourne? Kelly Osbourne looks a mess, honey. She said it's from lifestyle changes and from her dad dying. I can understand the dad dying, but she was looking kind of bad before Ozzy died. Her and Sharon looks horrible. Sharon is like 200 years old, so we give it to Sharon. But her, she look like she 150. If her mama 200, she 150. They need to stop this Ozempic. And I'm tired of Serena Williams getting her ass on here talking about a shot to lose weight. Okay, I'm tired of her. And she a whole nother situation. But yeah, child, so I've been on here 59 minutes and 40 seconds. I have done my hour. I dedicate myself to an hour to this. All right. I started off with 10 minutes, but I usually go an hour. So we doing good. When I find some more stuff to talk about, y'all come back and talk with me. Subscribe to my channel. This is Politically Diamond, and this is Triggered TV. When I see something that triggered me, I bring it to you. Until the next time, peace.